If you liked this video, want to support the people who made Shatterd Lands, consider being part of the Patreon. Eclipse Works, with a tag team effort of Eclipse, who does all the art you see here, and Elite, who does all the coding and stuff like that for this game. Now, if you want to know which tier you should join, I'm not just saying this because, you know, I got your back, Eclipse Works, but $15, the $15 tier, the Goddess tier, highly recommend. You get amazing stuff, plus more, and you'll be supporting the game, and you'll be helping them reach their first goal. I really want to see this game do good. And if we want to talk to Law Elite, here's his Twitter. Now, Law Elite is not the developer. He's, I guess, the co-developer, but he's working with Eclipse, who is the developer of the game. He's the coder and all that fun jazz, and the writer. So please show him some love, follow him, show Eclipse Works some love on Patreon, and I want to see this game do good. Without further ado, here's Shatterd Lands. Hello, my glitches of the internet. My name is Shatterd, and welcome back to Shatterd Lands. Now, if you don't know what Shatterd Lands is, or don't know where we left off, Shatterd Lands is a visual novel by the people over at Eclipse Works. Now, Hatchet, what about Fallen and Trainer? What about Making My Way Back Home? I'm still doing those, don't worry. But Lolly, one of the people working on the game, messaged me on Discord, said the new patch is out. He said, Hatchet, I'll be happy if you play it. And I can't say no to people, so I'm playing it. I don't know what the heck that was. But before we jump into Shatterd Lands, if you just come up for yourself, the Patreon will be in the description below, as well as all social links by the creator, as well as my social links in the description below and on screen. Without further ado, let's jump back into Shatterd Lands. Now, I believe the last time we left off, we're trying to find out who murdered the chieftain. Now, let's head back to the orc camp and see if we can find any more clues. And the swirling butthole of doom. If I remember correctly, we asked around and, found out some interesting stuff. I don't know really what we're supposed to do. I should have asked Law Elite. We saw these already, right? We already saw these. Tiamat, I'm glad you're here. I need to speak with you right away. What seems to be the problem? I need you to personally do something for me, so that we can bring all of this to a close as soon as possible. I have my own suspicions about who is at fault, and I can't gather the evidence without you. The Feast of Ascent is fast approaching, and I want this over and done with by the time it arrives. You know what's up, Tara? It's good to know I'm going to have you help us sorting out this mess.
Sure.
I'm happy to work with you. I'm sure we both want this finished as quickly and cleanly as possible. Agreed. My sister has it in her head that the furrows in the deep forest are an actual threat to us. The fact that she's been able to even give in to other people of this baffles me. But that's besides the point. So here's what I need you to do. Dispel that myth. Go into the deep forest and meet with them. See what it is that they're actually trying to do. And then lend your voice to mine. That should be more than enough to release the silly hold she has over their minds. As interesting as another expedition into the forest sounds, I'll have you know I've already met with a couple of them, and they seem pretty keen on keeping the harassment of your home up. Tara's mouth briefly twisted into a scowl, as she had just bitten into a sour lemon. Her nostrils flare, she begins to say something, but something causes her to hesitate. Her eyes take on a thoughtful quality as she licks her lips and visibly tries to calm herself down. It takes a few moments before her face returns to normal, and she starts speaking slowly and swiftly. You've met with a few of them? Not all. There are more that you can meet with that might help you gain a character understanding of the situation. Plus, I have some suspicions that can only be confirmed by them, so it's in everyone's best interest. So what? Just go up and talk to them? I don't think that will go as smoothly as you think it will. I'm not an idiot, Tiamat, and I'm not saying go diving in head first and talking to them openly. I wouldn't even recommend confronting them directly. Just do what you can and listen to them. See what is it that they really want and what they plan to do. To get it. I guarantee you that they aren't dangerous, and I'm sure you'll see that for yourself once you return. Fine, if you insist. I'll see what I can do. Alright, it looks like it's back into the deep forest. I don't know how long I'll be there, but I won't be able to watch the camp at some time. There's still that matter of the Jewel's Bane. Wait, the matter of the Jewel's Bane I need to look into, and there's no telling what will happen in my absence unless... Out of the corner of her eye, Tiamat notices Kitlin carrying a length of rope into the tent. He shares with his sister and Impul. He looks to be alone with the dragon woman's lips curled into a tiny smile as an idea pops into her head. Let's see if I can recruit me a little helper to keep an eye on things for me before I leave. Okay, I'm gonna recruit the cat people?
Hello.
Ah, Kitlin. It looks like you're keeping yourself busy as always.
Oh.
Kitlin squeals in surprise and ends up almost tripping over the large pile of ropes next to him. He stammers and blushes after he regains his balance and sees just who it is that's addressing him. Miss Tiamat, I didn't see you there. Sorry about the mess, sir. Did you need anything? Well, you could tell me a little about what happened. What happened about what you're doing with all those ropes there. We're just holding them here for now. Some of the tents had to be taken down and moved to make room for the food, and I was told to keep them here. And you move all these here by yourself? That's so impressive. You're getting better and better every day, my little Kitlin. Yeah, thanks. I try. It does feel good when I'm really able to help out and fully carry out my tasks. I'll bet it does. As a matter of fact, how would you like to do a simple little job for me? Of course, I would love to help you. I'd love to help you out. What do you need from me, Miss Tiamat? Well, I'm not going to be here for a while, and I need someone to keep an eye on the camp for me. Specifically, Terra and Grusix. This is a secret as well, so they can't find out what you're watching them. Killen's enthusiasm visibly deflates as he starts fidgeting with his hands. The blush on his cheeks believes his nervous demeanor, and he looks up Tiamat with his brow pressed in confusion. You want me to watch them in secret? I don't. Well, is this such a good idea? Having second thoughts, are you? Don't you want to help me out, my sweet little Kitlin? Yeah, I mean, come on! I don't get done. Oh. Tiamat, we can't just fuck our way to get what we want. There was a promise. You are untrustworthy one. You rat, I am not untrustworthy. I bring home bitches. When was last time you did? I brought home more bitches than anyone know, but I no promise. Many more will come once it is fulfilled. Rarg, we sit and wait for nothing. Promise means nothing. You must look out for tribe, not for bitches. A chorus of howls rises up among the congregated wolves. Despite the crowd seemingly being against them, the male doesn't back down an inch. In fact, he becomes more aggressive and turns his focus away from his opponent to the crowd. Brother only care about tribe. Tribe always come first. He is not only one tired of losing brother and sisters no more. Promise is real. I know it. We will have bitches and lives. Brother, make sure we will never hurt again. An even louder chorus of howls and stomping feet shakes the forest floor and makes Tiamat's hands tremble with its intensity. The woman aggressively shifts from side to side and savagely growls as the crowd turns against her. Rats, cowards, all of you. We can't wait longer. We need to take bitches. We need... The woman's interrupted by a large, pathetic-sounding whine that captures her attention. She whirls on the source of the sound and makes ready to pounce on it for daring to interfere her retribute. She's here. Sans watches over the clearing once those words pass his lips. Once the word passes his lips, several of the furrows lift their noses so sniffing the air slowly one by one. They are begin turning their heads towards Tiamat's hiding place. Yeah, I'm gonna run! So don't know what the unavailable means, though. With little options and no plan, it quickly becomes clear to Tiamat that she only has one real course of action she's able to take. She launches from her hiding place and takes off in the opposite direction in a dead sprint. For a few pulse-pounding seconds, nothing happens, as if her pursuers had chosen not to follow her. That's when she hears a howl rip through the forest silence, and the sound of rustling bushes and panting butts start to creep closer. In the back of her mind, she knows that there's little she can do to escape them. So deep in their own territory, but she keeps running anyway. She takes unorthodox paths, pushes through cutting shrubbery and uncleared vegetation, spitting and huffing and puffing until every inch of her body burns, but she continues on and on. It's not enough. The furrows glide like wind over the sea, as they navigate the deep forest. With practiced ease, they effortlessly close in on her positioning, cutting off paths and keeping enough distance from her to give her room to breathe, but not enough to truly rest. It quickly becomes clear that they're working as a group, not just to take her, but tire her out before they move on and for the capture. Ash grips her heart, and horrified chills the blood in her veins once the realization hits her, and she skids to a stop, intending to go down fighting instead and being at their mercy. Heh, alright then, come on, you want me? Huh, try and take me. Well, she's a dragoness, right? Can she just breathe fire? Yeah, okay, dragoness is a dragon, right? Why can't she just, like, breathe fire and then incinerate all of them? The dragoness takes deep, rigid breaths as the forest falls silent once more. She frantically watches her surroundings, straining her eyes and ears for any sign of movement, any signal at all that they're about to attack. Each moment that passes makes it harder for her to breathe. She knows they're closing in on her, surrounding her, moving closer and closer, with movements she can't even begin to perceive. The suffocating claustrophobia makes her grit her teeth, and her heart starts threatening to pound right over the chest. Her instinct to fight is triggered when another howl rushes through the forest, and Tiamat throws a desperate swing against the person she knows for certain is right behind her, and ready to take her and tackle to the ground. Her first encounter is nothing but air. She pauses in her confusion, and after a few seconds, the same howl reverberates through the empty air of the forest. She hears the nearby rustling of leaves, but nothing else happens. Tiamat falls back against a nearby tree trunk and looks up at the crowded canopy as understanding brings it down on her. The howls she just heard must have been some kind of signal to retreat. But why? Why would they let me get away? She vigorously shakes her head and smacks some falling back into her head and cheeks. She resolves to make time to try and ponder it later. But now she focuses on getting out of the territory and as far out of their power as possible before they can change their minds about letting her go. As they makes her way back to the orc side of the forest, she truly begins to calm down from the recent situation she found herself in and starts rethinking what she just learned. The man's mention of a promise gawns to her. Her previous interactions with the pharaohs led her to believe that they didn't have anything to do with anything other than general antagonism towards her, the orcs. However, other things are falling into place. Chieftain and Trawler was off limits. If there was an agreement between someone in the orc camp and the pharaohs, that detail begins to make much more sense, especially if they didn't want the pharaohs to get in the way of their dastardly deeds. But the pharaohs make for a perfect cover. Why get them out of the way? Why make them stop unless... Ideas are falling into place in Tiamat's mind. The first suspicion she nurses slowly begins to lead her to the yarn of truth that will serve as the anchor she needs to bring the perpetrator to justice. But before she can move her thoughts in any further direction, her mind turns to Caitlin. If he did his job while she was away, she's been able to get insight that she's desperately looking for. I think I know who did it. The girl, like one of the orc daughters that actually... Didn't one of the orc daughters, like, was away for a long time and went to the feral camp? I think what she did when she was there, she made a deal. Was like, hey, you give me herbs. You give me the herbs that weaken the orcs. I'll go in and I'll bring you guys Chieftain Trala. But her plan was to use the herbs to kill the chieftain, so she could become chieftain. Or the deal was to kill the chieftain, let the pharaohs in, so the pharaohs can have their way with as many orcs as they want. I think that's what's gonna happen very soon.